Esther?
Hi, thank you. Last year I asked about personalization, maybe not here, but somewhere, and it happened. The question now, it's an advertising thing, both what Google's own experience is and what you're seeing and what you expect DoubleClick will make happen. At one end, there's a lot of click fraud, and there are lots of arguments over how bad it is, whatever. People don't really care about click fraud. They care about paying for clicks that aren't valuable. And so that means a better way to do it may be to pay per action, whether it's purchasing history or whatever. It requires more tracking, but you're pretty good at that. So where do you see that going?
Today, the majority of our revenue comes on a click basis, so people pay for the click. And the sophisticated advertisers have teams, that is, groups that actually measure their conversion rates and essentially construct their own CPA. I was surprised to discover how proprietary they view that whole process. They don't want, for example, to turn that over to Google or to anyone else. They view it as sort of a key insight into their business. They know if they do this, the following thing happens, and so forth. So far, the click fraud issue has not turned out to be a big one. We're always worried about it, we're always trying to detect it, and so forth. But remember that the auction is self-policing, in that if there were, for example, an infinite amount of click fraud, then eventually the conversion rate, the actual selling rate would decline, and the advertiser would say, hey, I'm not getting my money out of this advertising, I'll move my money to some other solution or some other company or some other meta group around advertising. The same technology argument should work pretty well for display ads.